by saying you were doing it to people that weren't human. But you didn't mind putting your dicks up in our women or up in our men, because you raped a lot of men too. So this is the decadence in your minds that has spread into this world and got us all living in nothing but your filth to this day. And I just want to let you know that, because for 52 years I've had to walk around here and watch you stare at me as if you're trying to see me as being who you are. And it's like, no, see, that's you guys. I have proof. I'll show it to you. So you can't say shit about Hitler. Alright? Now look at all your citizens out there really trying to act like, oh, it's ridiculous. They all made a lot of money off of murdering those people. That's all to it. They took all their stores, they took all their factories, they took everything that those people had, and those people were making a lot of money because they were very business wise. And for the most part, the ones who they say was real shrewd and everything, shit, the whole continent of existence of white people on the planet, you guys have always been honoring and rude to each other. And we all know that. That's the only people you know, World War I, World War II, and going on World War III. And then your Bible, that is supposed to be the book that leads you to enlightenment, tells you right off the top, I'm not going to enlighten your ass at all, because there will be wars and rumors of wars. So the book lets you know right off the top it's going to fail your ass. It's a damn shame. And then now you got everybody on the earth that's been born and blessed with melanin. You done treated melanated people so damn bad, you got people convinced that it's a sin to have melanin. And that's why the sun is saying, and all you sellout motherfuckers who gonna want to sit there and worship these white men with their murdering asses and get your melanin gone and have babies by them and all that stupid shit, when I eradicate their ass off the planet, I'm eradicating you too, because I want their asses out of the picture. Look, green fires. How's that? Now this is way back, 1940 something, and this is how bad my sister is. She said I can go back in the archives and get some old footage and still make the fire green, because I am omnipotent, I am benevolent, and I am omnipresent, and I am that which encompasses all. So that makes my brother a very powerful motherfucker. And you crazy as hell if you think you're going to keep him on broke, because I'm just going to be burning shit up. And I'm trying to get her to stop the fires in Washington. I really am. You know, I'm just trying my best, but I know, I told y'all, don't let her, see, she's smart. She said them stupid motherfuckers think they gonna sit around here and be warned and be showed of who I am and then don't respond. I'm gonna burn up all their houses. That's why she showed you the light going into the electrical wires, because she's gonna burn up some houses. Look at the green fires. She's gonna burn up some houses. I'm letting you know right now, when y'all houses burn up because y'all dumbasses didn't get that green light, don't say shit. I'm going to be posting up when I get a little bit more healed a couple of days. You'll see me up and down Highway 99. You can get your green light if you want it, because Spirit is telling me to do that. Because Spirit want to give you guys the opportunity to prove that you are wise enough to know that all this bullshit that's going on right here is why Jesus Christ is still in the center of everybody seeing his ass as God. He became God by this shit. You see they're burning books. Did you see that? Let me show you what they're burning, in case you don't know. They're burning books. They're trying to wipe the history of these people that they murdered completely out. Okay, they took all their books and burned them up. They want you to think, but we all know people don't burn up books. They took them books somewhere and put them up to keep them for themselves. See, this is what look what they're throwing in. See the green fires? Look what they got. Those are books. See, they're burning up the evidence. Do you see? That's what they're doing. Burning the freaking evidence. Do you understand? That's exactly what they did when they went into Africa and raided all our temples and our buildings of learning. They stole all our books. And they got them somewhere right now. That's the reason why you see them putting those X's on people. Alright, and every time, I noticed something, every time this Nazi shit happen all over the planet, it always get witnessed by the people in the UFOs. They always write it down. They always write it down, and they always sit around to see what the other people gonna do. And when your consciousness is so dull because you let people like this give speeches. Watch, all them came there to stand around and listen to him give a speech. Okay, so that's why their consciousness was dull, because of who they was letting guide them. He wasn't enlightened. How can you let someone that's telling you we need to murder everybody? Okay, our race is superior over everybody and we need to kill everyone. Can't you see that this motherfucker is trying to use you to be an accessory in a crime with him? Why can't you see that? Now the problem with Obama is that he's not coming to us telling us that we need to be having a purified nation and all that, which lets you know that, hey, that's a problem, because they're not even trying to support the cause of us as a people, because he's never said anything about that at all. He's always talking about what? Supporting Syria, supporting Israel. Always got support for somebody else somewhere. All right, but what about us that's over here starving? And what about Detroit that you see end up looking like all those cities in Germany looked right before World War II started and they started raising hell? So it is what it is, and everybody should be able to see that. Everyone should be able to see that these bastards are living wealthy and rich because they keep creating circumstances of war around the planet where they send that military in, just like Detroit looks right now, okay? See, look, look at it, beating its people. See, look how horrible they are. See, they put them on this damn car or whatever it was, and now they taking them somewhere to kill them. This is what's going on. And then look at the luxury they have. So this is what we got right here in America. See, making car stops. Just like checkpoints, like what you see going on in America right now. You see people walking around with backpacks and shit right now. Okay? And this is the reason why SAR comes out here pointing this bullshit out to you, because I want you to know that this is going to be the last time that you motherfuckers is doing this shit on this earth. And I know my sister's going to let a lot of you white people die and get the hell out of here by the hands of your own selves, because you thought that they were going to build those concentration camps and put us black people in them. But they are not. They're going to put those black Christians in there because they're going to want to go. Because they still want to worship Jesus. But those of us that's not on that Jesus lockdown, our consciousness is raised and we're not going to be victimized by this shit. Because our conscience, we're going to be the ones who get sucked up in the ships that a lot of people think don't exist. But they do. They do. People that buy the green light, the people that understand metaphysics, all the people is not going to be attached to materialism, because some people are going to be them got a chance to get out, but they ain't going to want to be out because they're going to still want to be here for materialism. Okay? Look at this little stupid shit. And they want to be a superior race of people, and then you stand in the sun too long with your shirt off and you catch cancer. So what do? You get guns and shoot everybody. See? Teaching their children that shit. And then the Mexicans doing the same thing. When I was in LA, I used to get some really evil stares from little Mexican kids. And you know, it was so sad because I knew that evil Mexican day. I'll give you a perfect example. Here in Portland the other day, I was getting ready to get on the train. It was some Mexican guy on there with his little boy. And the train was getting ready to pull off, and the little boy put his finger up and flipped me off. So you know what I did? I hopped my ass on the train. And I walked up to that little boy and I said, "Why did you do that?" And he said, "What do you mean, why did I do that?" I said, "Where's your father at? Where's your parents?" And he said, "That's my daddy over there." So I looked at him. I said, "Did you see what he did to me?" And he said, "What did he do?" I said, "He flipped me off. He was sitting right there. Didn't you see it?" He said, "Well, I kind of thought that's what he did." And then he looked at me crazy, and I looked at him crazy. And I said, "Don't you think you need to tell him something about that shit?" And then he just looked at him and said, "Well, I told him that he shouldn't do that." I just looked at him like, "Oh, what an asshole. You're teaching him that shit." I said, "I know you're not teaching him to do that bullshit, are you?" And the little boy looked at me like, "Yes, he is." And then I looked at him and I said, "I hope you're not teaching your son to be doing stupid shit like that, are you?" And then he said, "No." And then I went and sat down and I looked at him like, "Yes, you are, you bitch." I didn't say that, but I gave him that look. Because when I was in LA, I used to see them little kids with that same attitude. And do you guys know that is a form of child abuse? Because you are making your child be something that the universe did not intend for it to be. I know that the universe does not make children to come out here and be taught to grow up and produce hatred on this earth. That is ignorant parents that do that stupid shit. And you're looking at a whole bunch of ignorant parents right here. And that's why your white race is so fucked up, because your parents taught you all that you were better than white people because you have white skin. But the truth about it is that your white skin is a birth defect. It is a state of dis-ease, and it is a sign of physical decay. Because you should have melanin so you can have interaction with the sun, so you will not get together with a bunch of fascist ass men and go around the planet having the type of activity synonymous with these assholes doing this stupid shit that they have nothing. This is the only thing they've contributed to the world, and for them to have the nerves to say that us melanated people haven't contributed anything, and what we contributed more than anything was your sorry ass, because you came from us. And I'm very, very ashamed to say that. It just hurts me in my heart to know that the likes of this bullshit came from a manifestation inside of us. But it had to be searched out and isolated so it could be destroyed, so we could go on to be better guys and goddesses. That's what it's all about. Once these motherfuckers is eradicated off the earth and it's manifested in the ethers, in our genetics, or what albinism can cause to happen, I guarantee you there will never in the future be no black woman who would have a problem with getting rid of a melanin recessive baby that tries to return itself amongst the ranks of us well-dominated melanin potential people. That's what melanin is, pure potential. And by you guys coming on the earth wanting to eradicate it, you eradicate the potentiality for growth. So you have stagnated knowledge on the earth and created nothing but stupidity through your religious dogma of your freaking German faggot white ass God that is responsible for the perpetuation of nothing but sheer terror all over the damn planet. While you bastards want to ride around in boats and have a good ass time while everybody else die in concentration camps, and you can build your stupid ass navies. It's a damn shame. It's just a damn, this earth has so much for everyone. There's no reason for it to be any violence or any deprivation or any poverty or any of that shit. There's just no reason for it whatsoever. It's just understanding of stupidity that can give you a basic format of why this have to go on. It's all because these people are stupid as hell. After you did all this evil shit on earth, you went to be judged, and everything you gained by doing this activity stayed here on earth, and you took all of the responsibility that you owed for doing that with you to Judgment Hall. And you're being judged for it right now, I'm sure. And you know what would be a good judgment? To send your ass back in time and make you live a full life as a person that's victimized by this type of activity. And I'm sure a lot of them ended up getting just that. I'm sure of it. And so you can know my powers are getting more stronger. I see lights following me around in my house everywhere I go. I see these lights blinking off and on where it's not even a light over there. So, you know, the universe is just saying to me, don't worry. You know I'm omnipotent. You know I'm omnipresent. I'm going to be burning people up. Don't worry. I'm going to get everybody who thinks they're going to come out here and cause problems for you because of their envy and their jealousy and because of you just being the God that you are. But you know what? They're going to wish that they had fucked with a grizzly bear other than mess with you when I get through with their ass. Because I'm going to put them under circumstances like a person would go through if a grizzly bear dug them in a cave and just bit a piece off their ass every day, and they survived for a whole month, knowing that the bear gonna be back to bite a piece of my ass off any minute now. That's the circumstances I got planned for all your enemies. And I'm glad to know that too. So all you niggas who wanna get in line for the bear to be munching on your ass, just get in line. Cause I'm sure my sister got a whole lot of bears that need to be fed. And look at, here go the bullshit. See, here it goes. Look.